We're about to go back to green here, so just hang loose a minute. We'll get you back to it. Alright, we're back under green conditions here, folks. Not sure why Layla stopped, but Layla pulled off on the when they were getting the green flag. Hey, Gee, how you doing? Oh, you thought... Oh, okay, Layla. I get it out. You thought you were the lucky dog. Oh, okay. That's going to hurt. But Layla is back out running, texting and driving. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. Whatever works for you, Layla. See if you can bring it into victory lane here today in your class. Puts Dog up in on the point here for his class. Rune in second in his class. He's about a lap behind Dog. Nicholas Davis back here in the MX-5 Roadster doing a great job. Running 9th overall. In the meantime, these guys in the B cars out here leading the way, still working together, all three of them. They come up on Nicholas Davis to put him another lap down. Alright, let's go back here and check on a couple other ones. Dwayne Benzinger in the Star Mazda now leading that class over Darren Kuhn. Darren back quite a few laps back of him, running second in his class though. And he's about to get overtaken by the leaders. Watch right along and watch him leaders zoom on by him. Good job keeping it well out of their line of fire there, so good job by him. Layla now back here actually is on the same lap with Renee. And her and Renee battle. No, Renee's way up there, I guess. I'm sorry, my bad. Dog's back here with her. She wants to get up there and get by Dog and work on Renee next to get by him. These cars just sound absolutely amazing on this. This is I love this. And she's trying to reel in Renee. Renee's not that far ahead of her, so, and that is for position because they are on the same lap. I think she might be starting to reel him in just a little. Let's ride along with Layla here for a minute. You can see Renee up ahead of them going into the turn right now, and I think she's starting to reel him in just a little. With Dog working with her, definitely does make a big difference. Should be a couple of mile an hour faster, or kilometers per hour, excuse me. Okay, she's running about 268. He's running about 268. Okay, so maybe she isn't reeling them in. Okay, my bad. Dog up beside her, and that's probably where they're losing.
Just through the multi-twitch link into your text chat there, Fierdy.
Okay, Breen had done it earlier, but good. So him and Layla battling it out side by side here. And she's got a run on Dog that time, and Dog's not going to be able to get by her again. Draft pretty strong with these cars, so as you see Dog come right up on her tail, passes her on the inside. Wow. All the leaders go by. Whoa, a little scary moment there. Jeez, oh man, these guys are out of here. Woo! I can't catch Layla. She's like in the shadows there, but they're racing pretty hard together there, though. Alright, Rune way up ahead of them going into the turn right now. Go back here, Dwayne Benzinger, top of his class in the Star Mazda. Darren Kuhn, second in his class in the Star Mazda. And back here in last place, first in his class, Nicholas Davis in the Mazda Roadster. MX-5 Roadster. These guys in the B cars are having a blast out here. I can tell you that. Breen with a little damage on him earlier there, but I think he got it pretty much all fixed up. Just a little fender bender. He's hanging right there with these two leaders as Anshin's trying to extend that out there a little bit more. They go by Dwayne Benzinger to put him another lap down. But Dwayne really running good here. Now they're going by Darren Kuhn. Darren running second in his class with Benzinger on his tail here. About 5 laps ahead of Kuhn. Layla and Dog still battling here. That's not for position though. Layla's 1 lap down to Dog. She thought she was going to get the lucky dog and she didn't, and had to pit, take the penalty, which I think is a 15-second penalty, I think, but I'm not really sure. Dog having a lot of fun here though, I can assure you. Looks like a lot of fun there, Dog.
Oh yeah, we're wandering around trying to occupy ourselves here in the Radicals.
Yeah, I was just telling the viewers, I figured that's what you guys were doing out there, trying to take away the monotony of the boredom going around the track here and just having a little fun. And like I've been telling everybody, that's what it's all about. You got to have some fun, and but you guys got to be safe, and you guys definitely got that safety down. 1 caution, I mean, wow, that's pretty awesome.
Well, as a point to note, our 1.5 hour race that we had last night went caution free.
Very cool. Now, if you guys want to click on that multi-twitch
Still
right
not sure
there.
what happened to James Lemon there, but he took off and he's off the server, said that he's done for the day, and signed out of TeamSpeak as well, so no clue what happened there.
Yeah, maybe he had something to come up. Anyhow, you can click on that multi-twitch. Dog is running an in-car camera. I'm running this one. And Breen is running an in-car camera, so you can watch all three at the same time. If you got a good computer, good internet connection, you can watch all three, or you can click on one and watch each one individually. So it's kind of a cool feature. My old buddy James is the one that told me about that a long time ago. Alright, let's get up there and see what Renee's doing. He's still up ahead of Layla, but actually what we'll do is we'll go back here to Layla. Oh, and they are going by Renee. So she did finally catch Renee. Get by Renee, so Renee, no, that wasn't Renee. I'm sorry, my bad. Renee is, yeah, they just passed a slower car, that's all. These guys still battling, trying to get up there and catch Renee, but Renee is way up ahead of them. The leaders go by and put them another lap down. Dog's still running in the top of his class, doing a super job out here. Him and Layla having a little fun racing around each other. You can see how strong that draft is. And he takes it down in the apron. They're going to split him again. One on the inside and one on... Oh, and Dog loses it. No! He lost it. Oh, Dog. What was that?
Me giving Layla and Brune their lap back. That way we can have a better battle.
He almost wrecked it.
Nah, just spun.
Wow. Alright, well, he's definitely got her back underway, though. Renee quite a ways ahead. Layla not far behind him, but far enough. Dog giving them a chance to get their lap back. Now he's about a half a lap behind them. Meanwhile, up front, we've got the 3B cars still working together, the Chevy Camaros. Reinhardt Anchen in third in his class. Breen in second in his class. And Barty up here in the lead. Let's go down here and crank up the volume a little bit and we'll check it out. Okay, let's go back here a little further now. Rene, by himself, is back on the same lap with Dog, running second in that class with the Radicals. Dog first in his class. Layla Wilson back here third in the class. She's actually off a lap. She pitted late there after that caution, and got herself out of sequence from the other drivers. And we'll have to see how that's going to play out for her, because that could be a strategy that she has come up with that could be a winning combination here if the other ones have to pit. But I'm not really sure if she's going to have to pit again. I don't think she's going to have to, but I may be wrong. Benzinger still has not been on pit road. Wow. And he's got the leaders coming up on him. And they go on by on the outside. Dwayne lets them clear. Good job. Lonely driver out there all by himself. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying their Labor Day weekend. Those of you that do have that as a holiday weekend, hopefully everybody's staying safe. That's the main thing. We want everybody to be safe. We do have another race tonight that we will be broadcasting on YouTube. Midnight Motorsports. Whoa! Inching up into the wall. Not sure exactly what happened there, but sleeping at the wheel? I don't know, I'm kidding. Breen Rayer on the tail of Barty. here waiting to. They're going to duke it out come at the end of this thing here to see who's going to win this. But in the meantime, we've got about an hour left of this session, so getting ready here to wind things down. We've been racing for an hour and a half. These guys got one more hour to go. I'm sure we're going to see pit stops here by these guys here before too much longer. Had to get some fans going in here, getting pretty warm. All right, back here, Nicholas Davis still plugging away at it here, running 9th place overall, top of his class in the MX5 Sport or Roadster. Why did I call it a Sportster? Roadster. Duh. Good to have everybody in here watching this event. Looks like it's been pretty good here so far, so we've only had one caution today, and it was just a kind of a little bit of a mix up there, but everybody come out of it okay, and they're back up racing. Darren Kuhn running about 4.7, no, I'm sorry, he's running 20 laps down, but so running in 8th spot overall, 2nd in his class in the Star Mazda today. Benzinger in 7th place overall, top of his class in the Star Mazda. He's caught right up to Dog. And I think he's using Dog as a little bit of a drafter. I think Dog's kind of backed out of the throttle just a little. He wants to get Layla and Renee up onto to the same lap as him. And Renee is and Layla will be when she crosses the line. Now she does, but he's about a half a lap ahead of them. Renee, 2nd in his class, quite a ways behind Dog. Darren Kuhn right behind him, but Darren running second in his class in the Star Mazda. Let's get up here and find Layla Wilson out here all by herself. Nobody to race with right now. About a half a lap or so behind our behind Dog, our leader in that class. But she's running third. Looks like she's coming up on Darren Kuhn. Gonna pass him. Renee quite a little ways ahead of her. And now back up here, Anshin's trying to hang on to the back of Breen. He hit the wall there a little bit earlier. Oh, these guys all coming down.
Are pitting.
All coming down pit road. Birdie brings them down. This could possibly be their last pit stop of the day right here. Breen runs through his pit again and got to back up. These guys are all going to go out together, no doubt. All right, Birdie comes out first, and they didn't wait around for Anshin. They didn't wait around for him. He's just now coming out of the turn. He's going to be quite a ways behind him, too. He's got the hammer down, though. Breen kind of taking it a little bit easier, waiting for Anshin to get caught up. Anshin a long ways back, though. Definitely well out of the draft of them two. I don't know. They might decide not to. I don't know. Might decide to not let him get caught up. I can't imagine they do that, but you never know. He's quite a ways behind him now. .9 seconds behind them, 5.7. He's losing ground to him, so they're not waiting around for him. Coming down to about 50 minutes left in the race here, folks. Hopefully you're enjoying it here at MaxSpeedTV. Make sure you do check out the website simgarage.com for some of your sim racing needs. He's got a lot of different things going on there. Check it out. Check out the website. See if there's anything there you could use for sim racing. And also check out our schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Look us up. We do post up the races and all kinds of goodies there. If you want to join in on the conversations, knock yourself out. Lots of informative stuff there. Alright, dog running back here in 4th overall, top of his class. Rune quite a ways behind him on the same lap, but he's about a half a lap behind dog. Layla Wilson now not far behind Rune. And don't forget to stick around after the race, folks, because we will be talking to all the drivers and asking them how the race went for them today, and find out what things maybe they could have done better, or if they were bored to death out there, if they had a good race or bad race. We'll hear all of that from the drivers after the race. Dwayne Benzinger in 7th overall, top of his class in the Star Mazda. Darren Kuhn, 2nd in his class in the Star Mazda, and running quite a few laps behind Dwayne Benzinger. And taking up the rear of the field here, Nicholas Davis, top of his class in the MX-5 Roadster. Hate to say it, but Reinhard Anchen is losing ground to them leaders. He's now 8.4 seconds behind the leader.
Radicals are all pitting this lap.
All right. Coming down pit road here, dogs on pit road. And that should put all of them back on the same lap, so they can race it out here. Alright, dog gonna lead him off pit road. Layla at 2nd in that class, and Rune taking up 3rd. He's running 4th, 5th, and 6th overall. Rune gonna lose the draft if he ain't careful. Reinhard Anchen coming up on them pretty quick here. Alright, getting back up to the front. These two leaders still working together. Breen and Barty. Want to know who's going to win this today. the overall winner, I mean, and winner of the B class. So we'll have to stick around here and find out, folks. Don't leave us. Don't go nowhere. Get you something to drink and come back and get ready to watch the end of this here. We got about 45 minutes left in this race. Not going to be long. Alright, looks like all the radicals are back together now, as Brunei has reeled these guys back in, making it a three-way battle here amongst the radicals. Now let's see what they do around Nicholas Davis this time. I don't think we're going to see the parting of the seas again. That wasn't a good place for it anyhow. It would have been in the turns. Guys all pretty much running nose to tail now. Dog leading this pack around with the three of them. All three radicals working together now. And Dwayne Benzinger still has not been on pit road, folks. Wants to see how far he can take that thing. Other thing of it is, the further he drives it, the quicker his pit stop will be too, because it'll take less time to put fuel in that. He's not going to need as much. You don't need to fill it clear full. Dog and Layla and Renee coming up behind him here before too much longer. And getting up front, well, let's check it out. Breen still hanging on to the back bumper of Barty. These guys hauling the mail around here. They come up on some lap traffic now. Like Nicholas Davis stays down low, lets the leaders go up high. Dog gets by, Layla gets by, Renee about to get by. All going by Dwayne Benzinger. Benzinger would like to ride in their draft, but I'm not quite fast enough, I don't think, to keep up with them for very long. Definitely picked up a little bit of draft here, but not too bad though. If you can ride right behind him for a while, you might be able to really pull away here from the rest of some of the other drivers. Well, he has definitely got into their draft. Look at that, it reels them right up. Draft so strong. let's crank it up one more time. What do you think? Running that baby out of gas. Holy upset. Wow, this is nuts here. Well, he is still okay. He's a long ways ahead of second in his class, Darren Kuhn. Coasting down pit road now, going to try to get that tank full of gas and get it back out there. Hopefully that baby fires. Looks like we got somebody else on pit road too there. No, maybe not. I guess that's a pace car. Alright, he comes to a halt in his pit stop here. Ran that baby out of gas. Holy smokes. Hopefully it'll refire for him here, folks. Sometimes they don't like to refire after you fuel them up like that. Alright, he's away. Whew, he lucked out there. Probably didn't take a whole lot of fuel. I would say probably just a few gallons there to get him to the end. But hopefully he took enough so he don't run out of fuel again. Still running top of his class though. Really got nothing to worry about there. Breen and Barty go by. Those two have set sail and is pulled away by Anchin. 16 seconds back to Anchin. Dog still in 4th place overall, leading that pack of radicals around. They're a radical bunch there, aren't they? James, you missed all the fun, buddy. Must have went to eat dinner, huh? Or lunch, whatever. Did you find a job yet? Getting down closer to the end here. 35 minutes left in this race. Benzinger back here about to be passed up by Anchin. Reinhard Anchin running in 3rd place in his class, 17 seconds behind the leader. Darren Kuhn back here, 2nd place in his class in the Star Mazda. Thing sounds like it's hitting on the rev limiter. Inching now 17.8 seconds behind our leader. Green and Barty leading this thing. I've been leading it quite a bit now. Barty's been out front 69 laps, so that's quite a few laps. These guys have turned almost 130 laps already, and he's led 69 of them. Hey, Street Boss, how you doing? Along here with green for a little bit. Maybe. Coming down to the end of it here, folks. Only about 31 and a half minutes left. Dog right here, and the leader's going on by on the outside. Great job keeping these guys safe out here is the main goal here in this league, folks. Safety. Got to make sure you do run a good, clean, safe race. And boy, I'm telling you what, they sure are doing it. Again, folks, I wanted to thank y'all for tuning in here on this holiday weekend. Wishing you a happy Labor Day weekend. And appreciate all you viewers. We're in here every Sunday at this time, broadcasting for Dogs of Endurance. You want to run a good league, a good safe league here. They're just running an oval. They run a couple of ovals throughout the season, but mostly all road courses. So this is just kind of thrown into the mix. They run, you never know what they're going to run. The tracks and cars are different, pretty much different every week. They have a set way of doing it, but anyhow, you want to race with them, just look them up. dogsofracing.com. Make sure you do click that follow button under the viewing screen there. Follow us here at MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate all of you guys, all you women, men and women, children, whatever. Click that follow button and follow us here at MaxSpeedTV. We'll be broadcasting tonight up on YouTube. You can catch all the action at MaxSpeedTV.com. We'll be broadcasting up there. We're doing that right now, broadcasting up there to Twitch on MaxSpeedTV.com. But tonight we'll be on YouTube. and watch the Midnight Motorsports League. I'm not exactly sure what track they'll be running, but I'm sure whatever track it is, it's going to be exciting. All the radicals working together. Reinhardt Anchen now way back here, 22.5 seconds behind that, and 2 leaders up front, Breen and Barty. They've been working together since that last green flag stop. I don't know what happened to Anchen, something, he didn't get out of pit quick enough to catch up to them, and because he's out of the draft, he has definitely fallen way back. Breen and Barty up here in the front. Alright, while these guys are racing here, let's take another quick break here. We'll get that out of the way, and we will be right back. Okay, folks, we're back here and ready to get this thing finished up here. 25.5 minutes left in this race. And again, thank you for tuning in here at MaxSpeedTV. We do appreciate it. All of you viewers, 100%. Yeah, I've noticed that, Street Boss. Nobody's chatting today. I don't know what's going on with that. Everybody's quiet. Well, I know there's a few drivers in here, and they're the only one I know that can text and drive is Layla. And she hasn't texted me in a while. I think she's kind of concentrating now. Coming down to the closing end of this, you don't want to make a mistake, so Can't hardly blame her there. All right, Dwayne Benzinger in 7th overall, top of his class. Darren Kuhn, we ain't talked a whole lot about Darren, but he's back here 2nd in his class. And it's been running along, just minding his own business, keeping it clean. That's what it's all about here, making sure you do keep it clean. Nicholas Davis, the only driver out here running the MX-5 Roadster right now. We had one, James Lehman, but for whatever reason he had to leave. Yeah, I know. We tried talking him into that. Remember last week we tried to talk him into joining, but no. Hey, he could have been out here racing today. Dega, one of his favorite tracks. Have that Cheetos car out front. I'm sure he's got a Cheetos Camaro. He just ain't saying nothing. I don't know. I don't know whether he's watching, listening, or what. Yeah, he's checking. Yeah, you're right. He's checking. He's afraid he couldn't hang with these big dogs here. Well, we're getting right after it here, folks. Coming down to 22 minutes here, so not far along here. Okay, Anshin back in 3rd in the Class B here class. He is 27.8 seconds back of the leader. Dog still leading all these radicals around. The 3 of them all right nose to tail now. I don't know. That would be a question for Dog. Oh, our leaders are coming down pit road, folks. That's going to be good.
2 Class Bs in pit road.
That's going to be good news for Anshin. See if he can't get caught up to these guys again. I'm sure they're probably just going to be a tire or a fuel only stop. All right, Anshin now coming down pit road as well. This will be his final pit stop of the day. He's going to be way behind those guys, but we may see him just take a splash of gas and go to try to pick up some of that time. Fuel only pit stop for Anshin, and he is out of there. Gonna put him, oh, he spins the tires coming off pit road. Not a good thing. Gonna put him back even further. As Brain and Barty are back up to speed now. No, not very often, Street Boss, because I broadcast so much, so don't give me much time to race. And it seems like whenever I have the time to race, there really isn't much racing, good racing going on. I'd like to race, but I tried to get in a couple of leagues, but the time frame that they're running, I'm broadcasting, so kind of hard for me to get in a league, you know. If I could find like a real late night one, or maybe even like a, you know, Saturday afternoon or evening or morning or some morning league would be great. If you knew of somebody running a morning league, that would be great for me. Like a Saturday morning league, that would be awesome. All right, Layla's still running in second in her class, right behind Dog. Renee in third in his class. Benzinger fourth, top of his class, running seventh overall. Excuse me. Darren Kuhn in second in his class in the Star Mazda, and Nicholas Davis. Not too much time, Street Boss, because I got to eat dinner and then I got another broadcast here, well, earlier this evening, 6 o'clock or something like that. I got another Midnight Motorsports starts up. I'd maybe have like an hour. Oh yeah, Saturday afternoon. Well, I probably could. The only thing I've got starting next week, I've got a broadcast on Saturday afternoons, so I wouldn't be able to commit to that. That's what I'm saying. If you knew of a morning league, I could get in like a Saturday morning. I thought about starting a weekday league, like in the mornings. Just starting one up and see what kind of turnout I'd get. There's a few of us that run, that have time to run on a weekday morning. And I'm sure, you know, if we could get, maybe throw up a few races, we might get some people to join us. And heck, even if we just had like 15 people or so, you know, that'd be great. I figured maybe I could race it, and then after I'm done racing it, go ahead and broadcast it. You know, that would be pretty awesome. All right, 16 minutes left in the race here, folks. And I do want to thank you for joining us here. Make sure you check out simgarage.com. Has a lot of sim racing equipment. Check it out. Very cool site. So check out simgarage.com, please. MaxSpeedTV.com. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Also check out dogsofracing.com. If you think you got what it takes here to run with these guys, they run mostly road courses, but they do have throw a couple ovals in there, just to kind of make it interesting. Radical's coming up behind Kuhn here to pass him up. Yeah. Oh, what time was that? I didn't do anything last night. I played some Battlefield Bad Company too. He beat you, huh? Imagine that. We're national race. Where at? What track am I? Fried chicken, huh? Let's go check on our leaders here because we're coming down to it here, folks. 13 minutes left in this race. Breen in the lead right at the moment here. Barty hot on his tail. Oh, Charlotte. Oh, yeah. Love it. That would have been awesome. He beat you, but did he win? Did he win the race? All right, 12 minutes left here, folks. Breen in the lead. As they keep passing these other cars up, Kuhn going another lap down. Benzinger quite a ways ahead of him, trying to stay into the draft of these radicals up front here. Renee and Layla and Dog. These three here have been nose to tail for quite a while now. Inching going up on the high side, going around all of those radicals. And we've got the leaders not far behind them here. Ah, okay. P4 and P5, huh? Well, that's not a bad finish. Guys trying to be smooth here. They know it's coming down to the end of it. What are we going to see? What kind of a battle are we going to see for this win? Breen trying to stay out ahead of Barty. What kind of a finish are we going to see here? It's going to be interesting. I think y'all are going to like this finish. Dog still leading these radicals around, running third overall. or fourth, I meant fourth, excuse me. Top of his class, though, Layla Wilson hot on his tail. There's another battle. Who are we going to see going to win out of that? Renee right behind them. The three of them have been riding this out for quite a while. They know it's coming down close to the end. Green flag for trucks. Not sure if I know what you mean by that, but Dwayne Benzinger in 7th overall, top of his class. Darren Kuhn 2nd in his class. And Nicholas Davis top of his class in the Mazda MX-5 Roadster. Good job by him out there, staying with it. That's a key here. This endurance, hence the word endurance. It's long. These guys, once the race is over, I usually give them a little bit of a. Oh, the truck race. Okay. I give them a little bit of a break there. I'll run down through the results and stuff, and give them time to go to the bathroom or whatever they want to do, get a drink before I get up there and talk to them. So make sure you hang around for the interviews after the race there, folks, because it's going to be good. Guys, I want to talk to each and every one of them that are in TeamSpeak, and we'll find out what happened. So, how their race went for them, some of the battles out on the track. The leader's coming up behind Nicholas Davis right now. Breen leading them with 7.5 minutes to go, folks. So what have you all thought of the race so far? You thought it interesting? Think something that you might be interested in racing with these guys, or what? Because that you got to think about each class has a winner in it. Their points is I can't even explain how their points go. Dog does all the points and everything, and the points are based on incidents and incidents per corner. Or corners per incident, whatever it's called. I can't remember how that goes, but incidents per corner, I guess is what it is. So a lot of corners turned here today. You see these guys here, the leaders have already turned. This makes a lap 160 that they've turned. Oh, I don't know. They're both pretty good, Street Boss. They're both pretty good. I would have to say probably the Daytona prototype a little bit better. But I don't know. I'm not real well experienced with them, but I like driving both of them. I have all the content, and I've drove them all and everything. But it's kind of up in the air. They're both, pretty good. The HPD's pretty fun to drive, but the prototype's actually pretty fun too. Alright, staying with the leaders here for a little bit, but we're going to run back through the field real quick here just before this thing does get over. Alright, Breen up in the lead, Barty in second, Anchin in third in his class in the Chevy Camaros, running the B car today. Alright, in fourth overall, Dog, top of his class in the Radicals. Layla Wilson, those two have been, all three of them Radicals have been hanging right with each other. Renee in third in that class. Dwayne Benzinger running 7th overall, top of his class. Been up there all day, top of his class, and has only made a couple of pit stops to keep that thing out ahead of everybody. Darren Kuhn in 8th place overall, 2nd in his class. And Nicholas Davis driving around here in the Roadster, the MX-5 Roadster. Top of his class. The only one out there at the moment. We had James Lehman out there driving the Roadster as well, and he had to leave. So now Nicholas Davis, the only one out here running. Well, let's get to our leaders. We're going to stay with the leaders here the last 4 minutes of the race and watch them bring it to victory lane. Have to see who's going to win this thing. Is Breen going to lay it down here and try to pull away from Barty, or Barty just kind of keeping his engine cool here and maybe reel him in on them last few laps, last couple laps, because they ain't that far from the end here. We only got maybe 4 or 5 more laps here to finish this thing up. Barty closing in a little bit now on Breen. Staying right in that draft, that's going to be the important thing here. See what he's got for Breen when it comes down to the end of this. Breen was trying to pull away a little bit there, but I don't know. He's not going to be able to get out there too far with Barty staying in his draft. Two and a half minutes left in the race here, folks. Going to stay right on the leaders all the way to the end. Layla Wilson, well, I'll tell you what, let's go back and check real quick here, because Layla Wilson did get by Dog, cuts it across the nose of them. Those two are going to battle it out to the end. This could be the race, the battle of the race, I should say, because they're not giving each other any slack, and boy, I hope they don't bring a caution out with this close to the end. They'll be mad at themselves for that. Layla not going to give Dog any slack at all. She's going to hug that bottom and protect that line, making sure she's got it. But maybe she'll have enough to get there to the end, I don't know. But let's get back up to the front, because we've got a good battle going on between the leaders. All right, the closing minute of the race here, folks. Probably only another lap or two to finish this thing up. Dog back out in front of Layla. Not by much, but he's hanging right there. Him and Layla battling. We'll have to see who comes out the victor on that. But up front, Barty getting by Breen. I told you things were going to heat up here, folks. Coming to the line, I believe it's going to be probably the last lap here. Breen back on the inside of Barty. This is going to get good, folks. These two battling it out. Layla and Dog battling it out for 4th and 5th. Breen back ahead of Barty. Barty tried to cut it down on the bottom. Last lap, folks. This is it for all the marbles. 2.5 hours they've been battling this out. Breen trying to block as much as he can. Look at this, folks. They have to use the lap cars and everything. Coming off of turn 4, Barty takes a peek on the outside, bringing it to the line. Look at this here through the tri-oval. side by side, door to door. Who's going to win it? Who's got it coming to the line? Barty takes the win away from Breen. Holy smokes, Barty getting the win. Congratulations to Robert Barty. I'm sorry, not Barney, Barty, dummy. But great win for him. Man, oh man, what a finish, folks. Quite the finish. We'll get a chance here. We're going to, like I said, we're going to give everybody a little bit of a break. Let them get, I think we've still got some folks racing it up there. We'll go down through the results real quick here, folks. And while these guys are bringing it around, but big congratulations to Robert Barty. Wow, what a finish. Get down there a little closer. Let's run down through the results real quick here. All right, Robert Barty coming home the winner today. Congratulations to him. Saran Breen in second. Reinhard Anchen in third. Those all the B cars, 1, 2, 3. Fourth place, Rune come in fourth, beating Layla and Dog to the line in the Radicals. Layla Wilson in fifth. Second place in the Radicals. Dog in third place in the Radicals, finishing sixth overall. Dwayne Benzinger seventh in the Star Mazda. Eighth place goes to Darren Kuhn in the Star Mazda as well, second in his class. Nicholas Davis staying with it today in the
Hey,
MX.
Rudy, if you can clue into Layla, Rune, and I, we got something set up here to make something interesting for the end of the race.
All right, give me a minute. I'll be up in just a minute here. I'm running through the results, giving everybody a second to run to the bathroom or whatever they need to do before I come up there, okay? Anyhow, Nicholas Davis staying with it in the MX-5 Roadster, staying with it and finishing top of his class in 9th place overall. Joel Michaels finishing 10th place, dropped out of the race for whatever reason, not really sure, but finishes 10th. And James Lehman finishing 11th. He was in the Roadster as well. So, but anyhow, congratulations to all these guys. Congratulations to our winner, Robert Barty. And we'll get up there in just a second, folks. So stay with us and listen to the interviews of everybody. Replay the finish between the Radicals. All right, let me see if I can go back and find that, Layla. We'll go back and find that. All right. Well, let's go back here. They want to see the finish of the Radicals. They want to see the finish of the Radicals coming to the line, so let's see this before the server does close out. Hopefully they can make it around here to the line. Layla and Dog battling it out. Side by side. Rune sitting back there waiting to see what's going to happen. See this. And Rune sneaks by on the inside. Look at this. Coming to the line, folks. Look at that run that Rune had. Beats Layla and Dog to the finish line. Look at this finish, folks. Holy smokes, what a finish. Right there at the line, all three of them. Bang, bang, bang. Wow. What a finish by Rune. I'll tell you what, folks, I'm going to rewind that back. I want to see that play that he made right here on these guys. These guys were battling out. He come up through from the back. This is pretty amazing stuff right here. Coming out of turn 4, he starts getting a good run on these guys. And think about it, the draft here. He's using the draft. Comes up on the inside. Goes below the yellow line here for a second. And going to beat him to the line. Look at this. This is amazing piece of driving by Rune right here. Amazing piece of driving. He had to take it below the yellow line to beat him. Oh, and they're all wrecked up. So, okay, well, I took it off of there, and the server, I guess, is about to close. So, but anyhow, we're going to get up here, folks, and talk to our winners, our winner, and everybody else. So we'll. Looks like Barty has left, but anyhow, Barty was the winner. No, there he is, right there, Robert Barty. So, all right, let's get up here and see if we can talk it out with these guys. All right, I'm in here, guys. Well, let's talk about that finish, because what a finish. Rune coming up by on the inside of everybody for the Radical win. But let's talk to our winner here first. Robert Barty, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Robert, what a race. It looked like you and Breen up there in the front having a ball. You guys stayed with it all day long, kind of partnered up. You kind of let old Reinhard Anchen kind of drop back a little ways, and you left him go. But you guys stayed with it. Bring home the win today, Robert. How's it make you feel?
Fine, and it makes it even more special because in those final laps on that final pit stop, I only took like 10 gallons, which really wasn't that enough. So I was saving like crazy at the and I saved a lot of fuel behind Siren. Had 2/10 left when I crossed.
Wow, well, that's pretty close. Yeah, taking just enough fuel, and but yet you were out there saving fuel. What, was you just riding behind Breen just to save enough fuel to make it to the end?
Oh yeah, half throttle, pretty much, and you know the draft here. These Class B cars make a pretty big hole in the air, and I was able to get her draft pretty well and go half throttle around the racetrack.
Well, that was pretty cool. I mean, you know, it was one heck of a race, I'll tell you that. It was just fun to watch you guys turn such great laps. A lot of respect I seen out there on the track, and you know, I know that's what Dog, you know, pushes on everybody to make sure you give lots of respect. How was your race, you know, as far as respect out on the track? Everybody give you plenty of room to get by? Good.
Plenty of respect. You know, we let each other kind of trade the lead a little, you know, save everyone's goal, you know, pit on the same lap, of course, so we wouldn't be alone out there. Yeah, it cycled out quite well.
Well, that's very cool. Anybody you want to give a thank you out to, Robert?
No, not really. I guess my fake sponsor, Jimmy John's.
Your fake sponsor, okay. All right. Okay, well, congratulations, Robert, anyhow, on a great win. And anybody you want to... Oh, you already said that. Anybody else you want to say hello to or anything?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, thanks. All right, Breen, you got a copy?
10-4.
Well, you come home second today in the B cars. It looked like you and Barty were having a heck of a good time out there racing. Kind of break up the monotony a little bit of that boredom out there, just flat-footing it around the track. But you come home second. Are you happy with the second place finish today?
Yeah, I would have liked first, but you know.
Of course, we all like to win, you know. But how was your racing overall today?
Yeah, it was pretty good for the start, and then once we came up upon Joel, we had that coming together, and fair play to Reinhardt and Robert for waiting up for me at pit stops, and then the little incident I'd like to say between us, where he got into my left rear panel and sent me around to cause the only caution of the race. But yeah, it was pretty fun overall.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. To see you guys out there racing like that. I know it's not your typical road course racing, and you guys really like the road courses much better. But you throw a little bit of an oval in there once in a while for a mix-up. Do you like that combination?
Yeah, especially like I started off iRacing just oval. It was only since I saw a hosted session up at Talladega last season when it was here, and I was like, oh, that looks fun, F1. So I decided to hop in, race the first race, enjoyed it, and when I found out the rest of the schedule, I was like, seems a bit fun. So decided to start racing it, and now I'm more going road than oval.
Well, Breen, we were talking there a little bit about some of the while you guys were pitting. I seen you slide through your pit stall at least once. Was there a problem getting stopped, or was you just going a little too fast, or what was the deal?
I'm terrible when it comes to pit stops. That's all I have to say about that.
All right, Breen. Well, anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Yeah, Michelle for hosting the league, because it's just a blast coming out every day for practice. We always get new members. For you broadcasting the race, because it'll definitely make it interesting to watch later. And yeah, for everyone putting up such a good fight and a lot of respect on the track.
All right, very good, very good. All right, thanks for talking with us. Okay, let's see. We got Reinhard Anchen. He's not in here, correct? Right?
Yeah, he left.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Rene. Rene, you got to tell us about that last pass, buddy. Because man, I'm telling you, you went below the yellow line, which some leagues that's not legal, but you did it. You took over. You won the battle there at the very end. Tell us about that.
Yeah, basically, I just decided to hang back and relax a bit, I just kept in the back of the pack all along, and I had a plan that I would do a final push on the last lap, and basically I just saw the apron was available and went for it, so it worked out.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Well, I was thinking about that, throughout the race there, you were way back quite a ways, and Dog, he slipped up there once on the apron of the turn, and it kind of messed him up. Well, he kind of waited for you guys on pit road so you could all be there together and make it a lot more interesting and more fun to race each other, and well, by him doing that, it cost him the win today, but I don't think he really cares too much about that, but we'll talk to him about that later. But anyhow, congratulations to you, Rune, winning in your class today. How did your car run for you? I mean, did it feel absolutely great out there?
Oh, the car was rock solid. It really had a nice grip, no issues whatsoever driving it, so everything worked perfectly for me, so I'm really happy.
Well, we know that car's not really an oval car per se, but that setup seemed to be pretty good for everybody, and you guys were dancing around out there having a good time trying to break up the monotony a little bit, and it all seemed to work out. A great finish. Oh my God, that was an amazing finish you pulled out there today. So congratulations to you, Rune. Anybody you want to thank?
Oh, I want to thank everyone on TeamSpeak for the very random conversations we have to keep this race not to get too boring. It's amazing. A lot of random conversations and lots of fun.
Very cool, very cool. All right, Rune, well, congratulations again, and thanks for talking with us.
Thank you, Rudy.
All right, Layla, you come home second in your class today. Wow. You got to tell us about all the racing. You and Dog were having a blast out there, and I know it was just to kind of keep the monotony down a little bit, but it looked like a lot of fun, man. I wish I was out there with you.
Yeah, we'll have to find a way to get you out there too one of these times, like an in-car broadcast or something, because it's a lot of fun. Especially, we were running up there kind of nose to tail for the first 5 minutes. We're like, this is going to get a little boring. So we just started like going crazy and ducking and dodging and weaving and, just kind of keep ourselves engaged. But it ended up being pretty fun.
Very cool, very cool. Well, you bring it home second. What did you think about that pass that Renee made on you?
I thought that was great. We'd have more of that going on for our finishes. We never touched. We all had enough room to get in there. Nobody bobbled. It was great. I would take 1,000,000 of those over what happened last time I was at Talladega.
Well, I know you wanted me to do the replay on it, and did you see the replay?
Yeah, I was watching. That was even crazier outside of the car.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. It looked amazing, though, to see you guys coming 3 wide to the line like that. And it would have finished, though, Layla. Now, I wanted to ask you, same as I'm going to ask them, those cars are not really made for the oval, okay? You take a road course car, you throw it on an oval track, and most of the time the setups, the car's really not made for that kind of speed, but the setup that was in that car today seemed to be very solid. So how did your car feel for you today?
It was pretty good. There was a little wind now and then that me and Dog were noticing. We'd go in the corner and it just kind of arc a little bit up to the outside. So sometimes you'd see when we were nose to tail, he would go up or I'd go up, and that was really about the only problem. I mean, the advantage we have here is that it's Talladega, and you can pretty much set up anything to run there, especially now that it's been repaved, so it's kind of flat. So we have that working for us. But if you go to more complex oval, I'm sure these cars would have a little trouble.
Yeah, you're right. Well, anyhow, Layla, congratulations coming home second today in your class. So anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Well, I got to thank everybody in TeamSpeak for keeping it interesting, so we didn't all fall asleep or start crying while we fell asleep. And I got to thank you for putting up with us for 2.5 hours every weekend, and Dog for putting on the league.
Okay, Layla. Well, thanks for talking with us, and again, congratulations.
Thanks very much. See you next week.
Alrighty. All right, Dog, I guess I can come down to you next, or you want me to wait for you to be last? Dog? Well, I guess he's
I
not
normally
there.
take last. It's
okay.
Doesn't bother me.
Okay, well, we'll go on to Dwayne Benzinger in here. Yep.
Yeah.
Dwayne, tell us about your race out there, bro. You stayed right with it. You waited a long time to make your first pit stop. Obviously, you couldn't make it all the way on one pit stop. But how was your car feeling for you out there today in Star Mazda?
Oh, it's been great all week. There's no issues with warming up tires or anything. You can just go. And I got a good draft off of the radicals there at the start. And I thought that's why I got ahead of Darren, but apparently he had a setup issue. But it was fun. It was fun. The radicals picked me up there a couple of times and took me for a couple of fast laps. That was nice.
Yeah, I was watching that. The draft, it just seemed like the draft in all of the cars here today were so strong. And I don't know, maybe if it was because of that wind. If you tried to go it alone, that wind just kind of held you back. But, if two of you could get together, or you could get in the draft of another car that was almost as fast, it did seem to really pick up your speed a lot. I noticed a lot of times today there, Darren, or Dwayne, you got in behind them guys, and you just, you stayed right in their draft. So that's pretty amazing. That's great. Okay, well, you come home top of your class today. Congratulations for you on that. Good win. And anybody you want to thank?
Well, just thanks to everybody who's a part of the league for, everybody adds their own little bit So,
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us there, Dwayne. And again, congratulations, buddy.
thank you.
All right, Darren, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, I'm here.
Hey, Darren. Hey, you come in second in your class. What was the deal at the beginning of the race there? I must have missed something that you got far behind.
Yeah, well, right from the beginning, I was going to come in the Radical. That's what I practiced in this week. And then I saw 3 of them, and I saw Dwayne by himself in the Star Mazda. So I thought I would change it up and come in and tried to take the newest setup. But I think I had a couple of adjustments I made that were for the worst. It was like I had an anchor on me. I was in 5th gear the whole time, maxed out, not even hitting my rev limiter. So I fell behind right from the beginning of the race and just tucked in and went around and did what I could. But definitely didn't have the car today to compete.
All right. Well, yeah, it definitely it looked like you were like way off the pace, you know. Like you said, like you had an anchor hanging out the back, but you still had a good race. You kept it clean all day. You didn't get involved in any accidents or anything like that. Had 0 incidents all day long, but pretty much almost everybody did. Now, how did the car, I mean, I know you say you had issues with it, but what do you think about running that Star Mazda on a track as big as Talladega?
Oh, it's pretty much a car that you can put wherever you want. I didn't get as much advantage on the draft as I could have, like Dwayne and others did, but it's definitely a car that's used to that track and runs very well on there.
All right, very good, very good. All right, well, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, I just want to thank everyone that come out to race this weekend and the clean racing we had and a lot of fun on TeamSpeak and just the camaraderie we have. It's great to be out with all the drivers. So just a thank you to everyone that showed up for the race.
All right, Darren, thanks for talking with us, buddy. And again, congratulations coming home second in your class today.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Nicholas Davis, you got a copy?
Yep.
Nicholas, you stayed with it, man. Just how did you keep yourself awake out there driving that little MX-5 around there?
Sometimes I wonder that to myself. Just had great conversations in TeamSpeak, and everyone else just kind of chatting and having the Class Bs around made it a bit more interesting.
Well, when James Lehman stuck with you there for the first part of the race, it kind of gave you somebody to race with, you know, and a little bit of partnership there going on between you two. And I was watching you guys quite a bit. But after that, it just seemed like you were out there by yourself. You stayed with it all day, and man, my hat's off to you for doing that. That's quite quite admirable of you to stay with that. You come home top of your class today. Congratulations to you on a win there. And anybody you want to thank?
Oh, Dog and everyone else. It wouldn't be possible without them, that's for sure. And you for putting on these great broadcasts.
All right, Nicholas, thanks a lot, buddy. And again, congratulations on a great win there. I mean, man, that's got to be like a burden off your shoulders. You're finally getting a great win here, so congratulations to you on that. And thanks for talking with us, buddy, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep, no problem. I hope so.
All right, Dog, I guess last but not least, we got you in the booth here. Are you there?
Yeah, I was just charging my headset a little bit there. Apparently it died just at the end of the race.
Oh, okay.
That's why going last kind of helped. Gave it a little bit more time to charge.
Well,
Yeah,
what did you think of that last deal right there with Renee and Layla? I mean, you guys had a lot of fun racing around each other. What'd you think of that last bit of pass right there?
Well, Rune kind of got the short end of the stick when he pitted for his strategy, and then not even 2 laps later the yellow came out. So he ended up being a lap down from that. And Layla was expecting Layla was expecting to get the lucky dog when the yellow did come out, so she stayed out instead of pitting, and that ended up putting her a lap down. So I was basically a lap ahead of the other two, and I'm kind of like, well, you know what? This is a gimme win. it's a gimme win. So I'd rather this be more of a fight to see who can actually strategize better from this point on. So I kind of hung back a little bit, was doing the outside lane. I started towing a couple of the Star Mazdas around just to get them a little bit faster until they caught up, and we ended up, one of them was running low on fuel, so we just all went into the pits at the same time and all left at the same time, and from there on it was just a little, basically pacing along until the last lap. We all three of us knew that it was going to be whoever did the best maneuver at the last couple of corners was going to take it. And that's what I was looking for the race, instead of a runaway victory being a lap ahead of everybody. And that's exactly what it came to. Like, I bet you there's no more than a couple mere hundredths of a second between the three of us going across that line. As soon as I saw Rune take that little bit of a dive onto the apron, I knew it was done deal for both Layla and I, because I've done some passes on the apron down in that area, and if you get a little bit of a run and you duck down onto that apron, nothing's stopping you. You're getting past that person, especially in these radicals. So it was a good strategic maneuver on Rune's part, and Layla could have taken it if Rune would have tried going up, so it was anybody's game there. It was a great finish. The other cars, great respect all over the place. People staying where they should, and communication through the TeamSpeak about where everybody was if they were coming up on somebody. So it's just great event all the way around. It looks like there was only 3 people that ended up with even 2Xs. Our first 2 leaders and the Cup cars there, they had 2X each. I think they might have did a little bit of too aggressive of a bump draft or something. And then myself with a little spin trying to play around a little bit too much and got caught off guard when I was first deciding to let the other 2 radicals catch up, because I wanted them to be all on the same lap as me.
Well, it looked like a lot of fun, and I'm sure to like you said, to break up the boredom there with you and Layla having a just dancing around on the track. It looked pretty cool, and it looked like you were having a great time, and that's what it's got to be all about. You got to have fun, and it's not just like you're going out here to whoop the pants off of somebody. So I respect that very highly of you, dog. You kind of backing off and letting them 2 catch up, and it wound up, it cost you the win. Okay, but still, you had fun.
Oh yeah, exactly. And also with Layla and I playing around and us towing a couple other cars, and purposefully, like, there was a couple times when we were coming up against some slower cars, and I'd ask Layla, okay, which side do you want? And then I'd go to the opposite side so that we split the cars. Or like, there was a lot of communication between us in the same vehicle as well as people in other vehicles, just so that everybody knew what was going on, and to make it a bit more interesting for the spectators watching the broadcast there as well. That way it doesn't look like just a bunch of cars going and following the leader going round and round and round. This way it keeps it more interesting, because you never really know what's going to happen the next car they pass.
All right, Doug. Well, anyhow, congratulations coming home 3rd in your class today. Anybody you want to say hello to or give a thank you out to?
I want to thank basically the league members itself, most of all, because without them, this league wouldn't be here. Lots of them know that I'm in kind of financial issues here, being on disability, so quite a few of them have stepped up and donated some money to keep the league running. I really got to send a huge thank out to Jonathan Williams. He wasn't in this race, but he's one of our league members and knew that I was having issues with my pedals, so he actually boxed up his spare set of pedals that he had sitting at home and sent that to me, and now I got a new set of pedals that I get to use, so that huge thanks to him for that. Just basically, if it wasn't for the members in this league making it what it is, like, there's a bunch of us, Rune, Kieran, Lewis, and a whole bunch of other guys that are constantly just popping into the TeamSpeak any time of the day and chatting away for a few hours, doing whatever. So it's good camaraderie between the league members, regardless of whether we're racing or if we're just sitting there or doing our own separate thing, but on the TeamSpeak at the same time, talking away. If without the league members, this league wouldn't be anywhere near what it is. And most especially, thanks to you for doing the broadcasts. I know you've mentioned lots of times you love doing the broadcasts because it breaks up your monotony, because I believe lots of your other leagues are just oval. So throwing us on the road side of things, and even when we are doing an oval, it's nothing like what nothing like what you're used to, essentially. So it gives you a little bit of a break in monotony as well. But most definitely thanks for the broadcast, because I know myself and many of the other guys and gals love watching the replays afterwards just to see what happened from a different perspective.
Yes, sir. All right, Doug. Well, thanks for talking with us, buddy, and we'll get this thing signed off, and I'll probably get it edited here in a little while. And congratulations again on your third place, and great race today. Congratulations.
Yep. I just want to also mention that next week we are at Twin Ring Motegi's West Course at night. So we'll have another 5-car multi-class race at Twin Ring West Course at night for next week.
Very cool. All right, Doug. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.